I that was the thing. I always check for that. Like every time the advertisement go up first, because the stream is actually going. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. All right, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your friendly neighborhood Dalek, Daddy Dalek, and welcome to the third podcast. And today we got a different variety of guests here. We got Imperishable Neat, and
Hello?
and we got Scarlet Devil Remy.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about a few different things today. We got quite a list with us today. And so and we're going to be talking about a few things. So our first topic is Touhou.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I wonder, guys, when you first got into Touhou, like what was your first game?
Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. What else?
EOSD.
EOSD. Okay, so basically we all played EOSD. That was our first game.
Right.
Dude, I remember when I first played the game. Like, I'll be honest, I was one of those people that started with easy mode because I was new to the Touhou franchise at the time.
Easy mode!
Only noobs play
Only
on
kids play on easy mode.
I'm sorry.
When I first started playing Touhou, I admittedly started on normal and hard.
You can one exception. You can play on easy mode if you're playing Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. That's it.
Oh God. Yeah, no. Normal mode
I'm
for
just
like
kidding.
clown piece. No, normal mode for
I don't wanna
clown
be a
piece is like
gatekeeper.
hard. God.
Yeah.
That's
As
America
good as
for
the
you.
music, as good as the music is in Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, it was so difficult. Like the second stage on is just no thanks.
Yeah, I haven't gotten past Dorami's stage. It's just she tries to like box you in with those. Yeah, I can't do it.
I mean, I've beaten the game. I haven't beaten Acacia yet,
Yeah.
but it took me forever.
I mean,
Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, it's not one of the games I've really focused on. I mean, I've played it, but I haven't like really gotten into it, you know?
Yeah.
To the same extent I got into like Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil or Imperishable Knight.
It's a tie between EOSD and then Subterranean Animism. Those two are my favorites.
I got pretty far in that one.
I mean, I've pretty
Am
much
I echoing?
I fucking hated Parsi on that game.
As someone who cosplays Parsi, that made me a little sad.
You and those curvy lasers.
Yeah.
You want to know curvy lasers? Go talk to Show.
Yeah.
Oh, also, another one is UFO. I love UFO.
I haven't played UFO that much, but I like what I've played of it.
ALMAO.
I think it's pronounced ALMAO.
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 I also love Nue.
I love her too. She's one of my favorites.
I'll have to send you a meme then.
Pixie girls are cute. I love her short hair. You know?
Here's a good question though. Did Clown Piece ever find oil on the moon?
Maybe.
It's possible, but unlikely.
I mean,
why would she be? Oh well, yeah,
America.
Right?
Yep, America.
I mean, I don't know why a hell fairy's looking for oil.
No,
but...
she has she has Argent energy. Why would she need oil?
That's
She
what
got
I'm
the power
saying.
of hell itself.
True.
June 2016 reference.
You know, who knows? It may be a secret government project.
Yeah.
Is what they don't tell you. They don't tell you this. But we hire hell fairies, man.
There's a quote from Dune 2016. The road to hell is paved by Argent energy.
Rip.
So there's this one character I remember when Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom was spewing up about. The one character that actually no, there's three. So the first one people were hoping were oh, you know what? This is like every single Touhou game that is being in production. The one character that people are always hoping would come back is Mima.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's the
Here
one
goes
character.
this meme.
I met a Mima cosplayer at AWA last year.
Oh dear. I highly doubt Mima's ever coming back. I think I forgot where I read it and saw it, but there was something, I think Zune said something about like all the PC98 characters are staying where they are. But I'm not sure. Maybe he just like
that would be like breaking tradition at this point and just pandering to actually bring Mima back. So Mima's like left to the fans now.
Yeah. So
it wouldn't be a meme anymore if Mima actually came back. It would just be
wouldn't.
Pandering.
I mean,
same thing if Waluigi actually made it into Smash Brothers. Like, he wouldn't be Waluigi. The entire point of Waluigi is he's a spin-off of a spin-off.
Of a spin-off.
Yeah, that it seems just like destined for assist trophy status. But
True.
I digress.
True.
I got the new Smash Brothers.
As crappy as it is that Waluigi's not in Smash, the good news is that Daisy got in Smash, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Luigi's Bay got in Smash. But what
yeah,
if?
Like, the whole thing with Mima is just like she's such a big meme that if they actually did bring her back in some sort of like game mode, it just kind of ruins the whole meme effect. And then
Mima suffers from the Half-Life 3 problem.
I was gonna say that she's basically the Half-Life 3 of Touhou.
She could never. They could, no matter what Zune does, he could never deliver on the hype of bringing back Mima. You know?
Yep.
She's basically the Half-Life 3 of Touhou.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, what if there was a twist? What if she never reappeared in Touhou, but ended up in Smash?
That would be weird to have Mima without Reimu, you know?
Yeah, Reimu.
I was about to say Reimu would be more fitting.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Wait a minute. Hasn't Touhou appeared on a Nintendo console?
Yeah, there's some shitty fan games you can buy for it.
But not on
Switch.
No, I got Gensou Wander. I mean, like those bullet ballet, like 3D fighters. They're bad.
Because I was gonna say, I heard that in order for a character to get in Smash, their game has to be on a Nintendo console before.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of indie game characters in Smash.
I don't know, but if
Shovel Knight, I think there's a Shantae spirit.
I'm not sure, but like if Touhou ever does get into Smash, that's more
Bullet hell.
Fame. It's more fame for Touhou, but that means it's like more secondary people coming into the fandom, and it makes it a lot more complicated than it should be.
Oh,
Touhou,
it's not super underground. I mean, Touhou songs have appeared in Konami games.
Well, really? Wow. Okay,
yeah, DDR
Touhou,
and like if you've ever been to a Round 1 arcade, there's Touhou songs like on all the dance and rhythm games.
I've seen that, and it makes me happy. But like Touhou is, I assume it's very popular in Japan.
Sound Voltex. Yep.
But like I've been to like LA. I used to live in LA and like Little Tokyo. A few years ago, when I started getting into Touhou, I didn't see jack crap. What? Touhou anywhere, like whether it's figures or keychains or whatnot. Now I go there like 2 years ago and it's just like, bam, Touhou everywhere. That's actually how I got 2 of my figures, was from the popularity of it.
Cons.
Well, and I've seen a lot more Touhou at conventions, which is making me happy because it's getting so popular finally. But it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
You don't want
overwhelming.
overwhelm.
I
Yeah,
don't
I want it to sell out, you know?
yeah,
I don't
kind of
want-
like kind of
I
like
don't want-
wait,
You
go ahead.
You want it to stay. You want it to stay like a Dojin indie game,
Special.
but like you don't want it to be picked up by like some huge publisher, right?
Well, it's not that, but I don't want it to become overrated and overpopular
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because it loses its luster. And as someone who's been in it since like 2012, you can see the growth that it's had over the years. I'm really super happy that it's super easy to get Touhou stuff now, but it's just like, I'm kind of scared of it losing its luster.
Yeah, like you don't want to have like the Slender Man treatment. Like remember how
Yeah.
Slender Man before the game, he was a known creepypasta, but he was not as widespread. It was the game. When the game came out, that's when he became well known, but he became too much well
cutie
known.
bait.
Mm-hmm.
He became too well known to the point where Slenderman ended up just fading out.
Yeah, and then there was those 12-year-old girls who like killed somebody for Slender Man.
Oh yeah, that killed it too. That killed him too.
What?
It's just like,
I never heard about that, but yikes.
yeah, that really
Yeah,
happened.
that happened. Some like girls decided to lure their friend into the forest and try and stab her as like a sacrifice to Slenderman.
Congratulations, you won the internet. You go, girls.
Yeah, and congratulations, you're going to jail for first degree murder.
I think they're still in jail. But
Was it worth
God.
it?
But yeah, Remy,
Win the internet.
about so you remember how you said Touhou cosplays and everything about that is appearing on your side, on your end, right?
Yeah.
Over here, that is not the case. Like so far from woo, Dalek sneeze. So I mean, so far I've only been to Awesome Con, but even like the other cons I've seen like the photos and everything, I have not seen a Touhou one yet.
A
Yeah.
Touhou convention, or
There used to be a convention called Touhou Con in the US.
yeah, it shut down a few years ago though.
Yeah, just because it was the management was incompetent, something like that.
I never did get to go, but like in terms of cosplaying at conventions, again, when I first started getting into Touhou, when it wasn't popular enough, I only saw like maybe maybe two, if I was lucky, other people who were cosplaying Touhou characters, and it was usually people from USD or Perfect Cherry Blossom. But as the years gone by, like I've been to Phoenix Comic Con, I've been to Game On Expo, I've been to there was another one I can't remember, but it's mainly Anime Expo, Comic Con, and Game On.
I've only been to one con so far, and that's Anime Weekend Atlanta last year.
So far, I've been to
young, you know.
So far,
But
I've been to Awesome Con, then Comic Con in Virginia, and I'm planning on going to KatsuCon next year. But Awesome Con, it just kept getting better and better, because like they keep pulling in different types of voice actors and everything that you can meet, like the one that happened this year. I got to meet not only Team Ruby, but I also got to meet Mercy and Diva that same day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, like, with Phoenix Comic Con, or they named it to Fan Fusion, God forbid San Diego here. As Comic Con grew, so did the fan bases of literally everything, and one of the ones that grew was Touhou. Like, they started having Touhou panels where they talk about everything literally Touhou, and have, like, little miniature, like, get-togethers with the cosplayers. And then, I started seeing, like, more booths that had Touhou stuff. I've seen gatherings, etc. And then when I went to Anime Expo, that's basically like the hotline for the Touhou cosplayers. Like, that's where I've met all the different ones, like Adrian, Imperishable Night stuff, Perfect Cherry Blossom, Touhouvania, because I mainly do her, and like UFO, like there was a lot of different ones. And then the year that Zune came down to Anime Expo, everybody was there. It was ginormous. Like, I've never seen so many Touhou cosplayers in one place.
The year he came down to, didn't he come down to Anime Weekend Atlanta before that? And it was like a complete surprise at the time.
Well, before I went to AX, I was talking to one of the people who were trying to get him down there, and it was only rumors at the time, but they told me that it's possible that Zune was going to come down for his panel stuff, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to AX. Because, like, never in a million years would I dreamed of seeing him in person. But he came down to AX, and I was telling literally everyone who was into Touhou, like, he's going to be at the gathering, like, come by.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't a one-on-one, but I got to see him in the gathering, and then afterwards he did his panel stuff. The cool thing is he got pictures with everybody. It was like, you know how nice. It's like, it's grouped photos, so it's like EOSD goes up, Imperishable Night goes up, Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom goes up, Touhouvania went up, and I was as Touhouvania Remilia, and at that time I had my spear done, and as I was walking up to him, I handed him my spear, and he took it, and he was kind of like holding it, kind of waving it around, and I was just like, gonna let him do his thing. But it was just one of those things where I never thought it would happen, and I had a blast. And it's
maybe he's conducting with it.
No, but I do remember not only in person, but there was a video I was watching, someone yelled like, Remilia, what have you done? And then people were yelling, Excalibur! And it was really cool, and he seemed to like it a lot. And cool. I remember I went with my friend who went as Ron, and in the pictures, he actually grabbed her tails.
Touch Fluffy Tail!
And he was like petting her tails, and she was like ecstatic over it. It was so cool.
You gotta be so cold-hearted to not love the fluffy tails.
I know, right?
I have a Ren Yakumo Dakimakura.
Oh, that's okay. I have a Remilia body pillow, so you're good.
Speaking of characters, be honest, who was your favorite character when you first got into Touhou?
Flandre.
When I first got into it?
Yes.
It's a bit of a tough call. Probably...
Flandre was
probably Marissa.
For me, before it was Nitori, because back then when I first got into Touhou, I was in my like engineering phase, and knowing that she was an engineer, that kind of drew me in. But then later, I dumped Nitori for Sanai.
I was a big Momiji fan for a while. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, Flandre was the whole reason why I got into Touhou, because of Death Waltz and then Yuanoen. Then I started cosplaying her first, but it was really crappy. And then I saw Remilia, and I was like, scoot over. And then came Parsi, Nue, Sakuya, Yuko, Nazrin.
I gotta
Yeah.
ask, Remy. So, what made you want to start your Touhou page?
The Vermilion one?
Yes, that one.
Excuse me. What originally made me want to do it is because, like, I had met someone online who's now my best friend, and she had a Flandre
nice.
page. Yeah, I've known her for about 6 years. She has a Flandre page, and it's still up. And I used to roleplay with her just as myself, because I was a heavy Touhou fan. And I was like, I really want to roleplay and be a character from Touhou because I like it so much.
Yeah,
And-
I was like the same. That's why I do it in VR chat now.
And now I saw that there was too many Flandre pages, and so I was like, I'm gonna make Remilia because there's not a lot of active Remilias. And so I made a Remilia, and I didn't know what I was doing. So when it got up to 1,000 likes, I deleted it for a lot of like stressful reasons. I was in school and stuff. And then I made
Yeah,
the one I have
I
now.
I know that feeling as like being the less liked of a duo. There's like I've met quite a few Mokos in VR chat, but
Mocha.
as far as I know, I'm the only Kaguya on the
Yeah,
server.
you are the only one. You're the only one that I met. There are a bunch of Mokos.
But it's just like I made the second Remilia because I wanted to start over and give a fresh start, and that's basically when I started basing it around Touhouvania, because like I like the artwork, but it's just like I share EOSD more often. It's just the profile and cover photo. But I made this one because I had more experience with Facebook and the internet and stuff like that. And I started having conversations with people, and I started posting more, and I was one of the most active pages on the Touhou community. And I'm not as active anymore because of my job and what's going on with my family status, relationship stuff. But I do post every now and then. But it's just like I love Touhou, and I wanted to share my love for Touhou, and because right now, as far as I know, I'm one of the most well-known Remilias. As far as I know, I was told by people, but it's just like I just do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
And it brings people into Touhou. Like, I've had people who didn't even know who it was, but they saw the character and liked it, and then I had a conversation like, hey, this is what Touhou is. You should like it. That's basically why.
That sounds like a very long path, I must say.
Since around 2012-ish.
I've known what Touhou was since about 2007, actually, because I had a friend who was like super into it back in the day. But I only started playing the games around 2014. So I'd known the music from it long before that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, Remy, do you remember when I was on the Gensokyo USSR?
Gensokyo, what's this now?
Oh my god. I used to run a Touhou page on Facebook as well called the Gensokyo USSR. Like it had like a very, very small following. But I was kind of getting there, but even though I was small, the community already just knew who I was.
Yeah.
Like cool. Especially when I was Remy, remember when I was roasting what was that page? Cheerno?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Oh dear. That's a story I don't like to tell, but there was this one page, Cheerno Scarlet or something, and she got me into this like weird drama thing, and I tried to help her out because she was in trouble. That was kind of a mistake because I can't do anything. And when I didn't want to be in it because it's like there's no point, I just kept getting dragged into it unwillingly. And so it turned into this whole bickering and arguments and fights and pretty much war. Like we're not in contact anymore, but it's just like it's a story. that's very long and complicated.
Wow.
I don't have bad feelings towards the person. It's just it just got so overwhelming and annoying that I got mad very easily.
But yeah, let's just say the USSR stepped in.
Yeah, basically. Talk about war. What is it good for?
But yeah, like back when but what made me want to like do like the Gensoki USSR because back then not only I was into like military stuff, especially with the Soviets, but I was also into like Touhou. So it was
you're a Slav Guns guy?
Yeah and no, not at the time. Yes and no at the same time.
I see.
But yeah, as I was like doing like making the page, like I started like noticing like the other pages, and I was like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to give it a try, and I did. At first,
my Twitter background used to be like a famous picture of Mao addressing like some kind of communist party, but instead it was Yukari and a bunch of Touhous around her. I deleted my Twitter. I'll share the picture with you if you want to see it sometime.
Oh yeah, go ahead and just post it into on the chat. But yeah,
Right.
But yeah, so at first I was like doing well and first getting along with people, but then I ended up running into like the salty side of the Touhou community. Like not on my part, but like you know what I'm talking about, Remy, right? The salty side.
Yeah, there's a lot of like negativity in
The
that
gatekeepers.
There's a lot of negativity in Touhou.
/JP.
Oh, no. It was just like a lot of it was just really.
You're a secondary if you don't play the games and 1cc all of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, but it's just like there was a lot of just like negativity towards the characters, the people, and just it started getting very overwhelming.
Grayson is a useless bunny. Only good for sex appeal.
Cerno's the strongest. 9. It's just like there's a lot of reasons why I don't like the community, but then there's also a lot that I do. I just ignore the negative stuff now, just because it's just gonna drag onto me. Right? But it's like if it gets dragged onto my page or my part of the community,
positive. Yeah.
If it gets like onto my community, like my page and stuff, then I have to like quickly shut it down before it's spread. There was one page that I somehow there was another page I got in a fight with who also was like a Vermilia person. I don't currently talk to them now, but they're really cool. It's just
nice.
It's just we didn't get along lately, and we just kind of shut it off. But she told me that the community was really bad, and it was basically like bullying
toxic.
Her. Yeah, they were bullying her. They were toxic to her, and when I tried to be a friend to her, and that's how I knew her through Discord, because she deleted all her stuff off of Facebook and all this other social media stuff. And I only talked to her through a closed Discord thing. And then it was just like we kind of fell apart, and then she kind of like we just broke things off, cut the ties. But I don't have bad feelings, but once people start getting toxic, I leave.
That's what happened to me.
And that's mainly one of the reasons why, like, I've been so busy lately, but it's just like I don't post a lot, just because if I say something wrong once, it's going to backfire on me.
Yeah, that's what happened with like me, but it wasn't within like on my pages. But remember back on Skype when we used to be in a group full of other Touhou pages?
Yes, I remember heavily. I'm not friends with like of them anymore.
Yeah, it was right after you got out. I feel like if only I got out earlier, I probably would have been more safer. But I ended up becoming like like the person that should be like ignored because I was like seen as the lesser out of all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where they ended up kicking me out the group.
I don't.
Jeez.
And then
I don't
Sucks.
understand.
and honestly, that's what I think was hurting my decline. And then not only that, but I was also starting to get like very busy with like other stuff such as school and everything. And
Yeah.
so I just decided to shut the page down. But there was one last attempt by Cherno Scarlett. Like I remember she asked me to lend the page to her, but I was like no because I don't want to give her something that's like that I've been doing for like a long time for a while, only for it to give it to someone who's gonna completely change its identity. So
Yeah.
so I just full on deleted the page. And
Yeah,
then
and that's the thing. Like, I started making friendships, but I also lost a lot just because everything keeps people change, and you
yeah.
cannot help that. Like, I used to be a heavy poster when I had literally nothing else to do in life, but now with my full-time job and other
You
things,
can't be extremely online anymore.
well, I could be extremely online, but it's just like I'm tired and I just want to watch some Netflix and go to bed.
Same.
I
But
just
it's
want to
just
play
like
some Smash Brothers and go to bed.
true, but it's just like I
Yes.
have a lot of other stuff going on right now. Just like not only with my job, but just personal stuff that I need to focus on more than everything else. And I've been also trying to focus mainly on my hobbies. So it's just like I have little time to really focus on my pages like I used to.
Yeah, like same for me, like with my second page. Like what was Jeez, I haven't not touched that page in a long time. I forgot what it's called. Like
This is why
enemy
I support
nerd.
fully automated luxury communism.
Let me see what it's called. That moment when you forget your own page. Oh, the
I mean,
Union of Social Nerds Republic. That's what it was called. Because I got too busy with with my junior year, my first semester, which which I'm about to finish in about next week. But yeah, I got so busy, and plus I just wanted to focus on not only school, but also this, and then myself, and like dealing with like life, like talking with my family, my best friend, you know.
yeah. And I don't know if I'm
That's
traveling
cool.
within the next 2 years or not. So like I don't know what I'm doing, so I can't really have set plans anymore just because it's just like, well, yeah, I can make costumes and stuff like I have been, but it's just like I don't know. I'm still heavy into Touhou, don't get me wrong. Like you ask what my favorite game is and I instantly go to Touhou because like you've never seen my house, but it's covered. But it's just like when it comes to my page and stuff, I don't want to get rid of it because it's like a pride and joy. I take good pride in the fact that I put so much effort into it when I was into it, and it's just it would like hurt me too much if I deleted
that's like
it.
me with my gaming PC. I have a pointless second graphics card in SLI, but I'm proud that I saved up the money for it, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I'm basically not going to delete it unless, like, Facebook dies or if I die.
Yeah, for me, like, oh, a
If you
warning.
die, how would you know?
I'll be meme and I'll come back.
Oh, I see.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, in Paris, Wendy, I should let you know something.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be on VR chat after next week at all.
Oh.
Yeah,
Exams?
no, no. Remember how I told you I don't the gaming PC I use. I don't. That's not mine, but my roommates.
He's going away.
Yeah, but I'm
I
hoping,
getcha.
but maybe eventually, probably right when I if I ever get into the Coast Guard and become an officer and and save
I
up money and
getcha.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
maybe then. But for now,
Coast Guard.
Yeah, I'm planning on joining the Coast Guard after college.
Nice.
Yeah, because if you join Coast
Salute.
Guard and you have like a 4-year college degree, after training you can just basically jump up the ranks to become an officer, just like that.
Nice.
Why the Coast Guard and not like Army, Navy, Air Force or something?
Well, because the problem is that I'm deaf on like my left ear, but I have like I have a hearing aid for it. But I hear like you can get like a waiver for it. But the problem,
I know you can get waivers for certain things, but as long as you have good eyesight, you're good to go.
yeah, I have good eyesight.
That's good. As for hearing, I don't know. It's up to you.
And then
I have okay eyesight,
yeah,
but it's not 2020, so I can never be a fighter pilot. Bummer.
and then yeah, I feel like Coast Guard that would be more easy and more likely for me to get in.
True.
Plus, I can
Coast
swim.
Guard's a little difficult to get into, though.
I know.
I don't call myself imperishable neat for nothing. I basically live in my father's shadow. It's gonna be hard to outdo anything that like my father did. He like started a successful business, you know.
Hey Remy.
Yes.
And also, that's the funny part about the Coast Guard. People always treat it as a joke. That's the thing.
I actually don't. The only reason why I asked is my fiance wanted to do the Coast Guard and he got denied because of his eyes. And that's why he went into Navy. So that's why I asked.
Doesn't the Coast Guard actually have like the second highest physical fitness requirements of the armed forces or something like that?
Really?
Like second only to the Navy or something? Like
I'm not
you have to be a
sure.
good swimmer, you know?
I would think I thought that would have been like the Marines or something.
Well, my dad was in the Marines, but he was only reserves, so
I know the Marines have a lot of physical stuff, but like the Navy and the Coast Guard, you have to be good swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can swim. Like yacht trail for like 5 minutes and everything.
My dad almost got deployed to Desert Storm, but he was aging out of it by then.
Nice. I don't know. Military stuff is confusing.
But that's the thing. Like the physical requirements constantly change. That's the thing.
True.
Yeah, I still get a few calls from recruiters after my brief flirtation with the military in college. Someone told me Desert Punk told me I'll stop getting those when I turn 26.
So then,
I'm not fit for the military right now because I take Vyvanse. So, you know.
Well, the reason why I want to do military after college because, like, sure, I'm going for a history major, but at the same time, I don't feel like as much as passionate I am to teach. I don't feel like jumping into teaching immediately after college. I don't feel like doing that.
Oh, I see. I had a high school teacher that was an Army Ranger. Special Forces. Got deployed to Panama, I think. He's a cool guy.
So yeah, like
history teacher as well.
I just want to do what my parents did, except the difference between my parents is that my parents they didn't do college, little to no college before joining, and they joined the military, did their time in the military, and then had me, and then left the military, and then got a job. So basically, I want to be one of those people that joins the military, then afterwards get like a more laid back job.
Nice.
Hopefully, don't need to teach those on.
Not that teaching is a very laid back job itself.
Oh my God! You know what? Wait a minute.
Look over those lesson plans. Gotta.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think.
To that kid with special needs.
No, being a teacher.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stressful.
Chaos management.
You know what I realized?
Hmm.
If in like a few years, like if I end up teaching like high school or something, I'm thinking.
There's not as many male teachers in elementary school, probably for obvious.
Do I have to end up teaching the
gender roles?
Fortnite kids, the Fortnite generation in high school? Do I have to?
Yep.
Oh no!
No, actually, we'll probably have something worse than Fortnite by then.
Probably.
Something more mind-numbing.
Knock me out, fam. I don't know. I'm more into sales and marketing myself. Well,
Nice.
I have a bunch of different things: sales, marketing, costuming, sewing, art, music. I'm into a lot of different things right now. But it's just like I have a good place right now. It's just like it depends on what my fiance is doing, because I might be traveling with him or whatnot.
Speaking of traveling, the next topic we will be going to is like transit systems.
Oh, are we gonna talk about trains?
Trains, buses, cars, whatever.
I like trains.
Same. So over where I am, you guys know I'm in DC, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, if I need to get somewhere, I just always take the metro. I just don't like taking the bus at all.
Yeah, I used to take the bus in college before I dropped out.
Let me tell you, but sometimes even metro can be shitty.
Yes.
Because okay, so let me tell you what happened this one time. So back during my freshman year of college, me and some group of people decided to plan to go to Cheesecake Factory over in Clarendon. And so we get to Union Station, get on the metro, and we get to Metro Center, and we had to go down to the basement level to take the orange line, the orange, silver, and blue line down to Clarendon. But here's the problem, though. There was a huge buffer between McPherson Square and Roslyn due to them doing track work. So in order to get to Roslyn, you have to go back up to the surface, take the bus, and you got to ride the bus all the way to the Roslyn station.
Boston has things like that. We call it the Silver Line.
We already have a Silver Line.
Oh.
The Metro, though.
We call it the MBTA or the T in Boston.
We have a light rail and buses. That's it in Phoenix.
Oh. Phoenix, Arizona?
Yep. I live in a desert. How ironic.
And then so it took like a long ass time to get to Roslyn, where we have to board the train at the Roslyn station and then get to Clarendon. But the time it took between the bus and from McPherson Square into Roslyn took us about pretty much an hour and 30 minutes just to get there.
Oof.
Oh.
And so by the time we got to Clarendon and we got to the Cheesecake Factory, it was already full and packed to the point where it was like a 50-minute waiting time.
Yikes.
So yeah,
that ain't good.
So yeah, Cheesecake Factory plans.
Your first mistake was going there in the first place.
No, the problem is that we could have went there, but the problem is between the metro, it's much faster to get there on metro.
Mm.
The bus, no.
Well, yeah. Usually it's about an hour wait time from the buses over here. I used to take the bus to work every day, and then I got a Jeep.
I wonder what was your worst transit experience?
When the bus broke down because of the extreme heat, and we waited like an hour and a half, an hour to 40 minutes just to get home.
My worst transit experience, having my flight delayed by like 12 hours in Las Vegas.
Ouch.
After we already checked out of the hotel. So the airport bought us a new hotel for the night. It was pretty good, but it was the worst feeling in the world having to stay another night, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have came home.
Yeah, came home all right.
Yeah, another transit system I often use, which I'm probably going to be using by the time I get to my senior year, because I'm going to be commuting from home to my campus, because fuck my campus, because I don't like it here.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Virginia Railway Express.
Nice.
We have buses and we have the light rail. We don't have underground stuff yet.
Yeah, I live in the suburbs of Boston, so there's like a commuter rail that goes through my town. I can hear it from my house.
Commuter rail with
Go on, Scarlett.
Phoenix isn't that big to have like an underground thing yet. Like, it's big, but it's not like that. But I mean, I've had a car for a year now, so I don't have to worry about it. The only time I worry is if my car is broken like 20%. No, like 95% of the time.
So
I own a Jeep.
I know that feeling.
So
yeah,
tell me.
I just got my car inspected yesterday. I got pulled over by the cop for expired sticker.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So
I was flirting with the other lane as well.
Ironically, I just got my emissions check done for my Jeep, and it passed, and I have 2 years to get it checked again, and my converter is failing. My catalytic converter is failing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but I'm waiting until the last minute to get it done.
The one thing that also sucked for me, back when I was when it was the summer between my freshman year of college and beginning of the fall semester of sophomore year, during the summer I took this ASL class, but here's the problem. It was all the way down up in Annandale. So tell me, so when you want to go to class, you just want to get to the place and just go to fucking class, right? You don't want to wait anymore, right? Get over with. Tell me this. What do you think about waking up around like 6, trying to get to the VRE station by around 7 like 50, take the train all the way out to Franconia Springfield, which takes about like a few minutes, then getting on the bus, get to the station by 9, get on the bus, and then ride the bus to like another stop where you have to get off, wait for another bus, get on that bus, and then reach the campus by 10, the community campus by 10 for your class. But guess what? Here's the plot twist. Your class doesn't start till 12 o'clock, and you got there by 10 o'clock.
This
So
is
you
what
gotta
the
wait
Nintendo
2
Switch
hours.
was invented for.
Then now you gotta wait 2 more hours.
At this point, I just go get
do something more productive than gaming.
Yeah, all I did.
I just go
pretend to do something more productive.
That's what I did, Remy. Either I just got some food or I just found some place just to go the fuck to sleep.
True.
But
I know that feeling.
But I know for over here, in DC, for the Silver Line, they're expanding all the way to Dulles Airport, and then there's also a talks about a new Now, and it doesn't have anything to do with Metro, but it's this purple line that's like some like light. It's like some light rail thing
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna stretch from the red line at the Bethesda station. Fuck Bethesda right now, seriously. From
Yeah.
Bethesda all the way down to New Carlton on the orange line. Which I'm
Fallout
proud not to use.
76 is the Metal Gear Survive of Fallout.
Oh
It's just
dear.
a quick cash grab with reused assets, and it's broken as hell.
I honestly don't use transit systems just because they're unreliable. That's that.
Yeah.
Unless they're like in the cities, that is.
I mean, the ones in Phoenix are okay, but sometimes they get
The
super
commuter
late.
rail wait times are too long for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people over here in DC and down in Virginia often take the VRE or the Metro or, well, let me tell you this, you don't want to drive on I-95. You don't want to do that. Traffic fucking sucks. Because
You want to know traffic? Go to LA.
Yeah.
yeah,
Boston traffic is also pretty bad on Route 3.
Or Chicago.
Yeah.
so yeah, like it's like shit. Like, I mean, they guys understand because a lot of people want to go to work in DC.
Huh?
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of people work in
Do they
DC.
want to be? They want to become scumbags
I mean,
and war criminals.
can you become a moon princess? Tell me that, can you?
No, not exactly. I think that's something decided by birth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay being a Dalek.
I see.
All right, next up on our topics is childhood toys. Like what were some of the most actually there's a lot to even go into this.
I
Like what was
played with the Thomas trains that had lead paint in them. Maybe I grew up to be violent. I don't know.
Oh dear. Let me think real quick. There was a couple of things that I really liked in my childhood. I like the little cashier toys where you get to play with fake money and stuff because I was really good with math as a kid, like counting and stuff.
you gotta get the
So
moody.
I'd always ask my mom for like the Monopoly money stuff so I can play cashier and stuff because it's just so I can learn more accounting stuff because I was a little tiny kid at the time. And then there was oh my god, the Littlest Pet Shops. I had a competition with my younger cousin to see who would collect the most, and it was just an ongoing battle for years.
I remember
My dad was a bit of a builder. He when he was building the house, I had a set of toy tools, and I used to pretend I was helping out my dad. I'd pound on the wall with a rubber hammer. There's home videos of me doing this. So cute.
The one thing the one things I always got that was always my favorite were the Nerf guns. Like
Yeah.
the old ones, like the ones that have like the foam darts.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really see those a lot anymore.
I do at Walmart, but they're not like the old stuff.
Like my favorite one was the Vulcan, the chain gun.
Now all the cool kids do airsoft now, don't they?
Hey, call your hits.
Or
Either
just
that
Fortnite.
Either that or they own
the
real guns.
world.
Or just own a real gun.
A wheel gun? They were already talking about drive-bys.
No.
Counter-Strike for kids?
Yeah.
Bad.
I remember I actually modified some of my guns.
Pogo sticks.
Bop it.
Oh my god.
Pop it.
Yeah.
Twist it. Shh.
Top it.
Bop it.
So there was this one time I accidentally shot my cousin in the eye with a Nerf gun. With the Vulcan. Because that was the day I modified it. Because usually the belt is supposed to have 25 rounds. I managed to figure out with the screwdriver and the screws on the belt that you can just add constantly more belts to it. So if you unscrew like the green part of the belt, the half of it, but then you unscrew the other half of the new belt you got, you can combine those belts and screw them together and make it a 50 belt ammo.
Just
ammo
wear
rack.
a cape full of like ammo belts of Nerf darts.
Yes. So I was like going ham on my cousin until I shot him in the eye.
You'll shoot your eye out, Ralphie.
Yeah, Nerf
Merry
guns were
Christmas.
my thing. I had I still have one out of the 4 that I've had many of these actually. I used to play with the remote control helicopters.
Oh, that's cool.
Air hog.
I had one the size of my entire arm. They were really big. I would fly around the green field, and I accidentally flew mine into someone's shin. It wasn't an accident. It was on purpose because I didn't like this kid.
Oh.
It didn't hurt. It didn't. No. It's one of the toy ones. But it didn't hurt him. It wasn't going very fast. But it left a really nasty bruise. But he knew not to like mess with us again.
Was it an air hogs?
No, but one of the small ones, like as big as my hand. I had a bunch of those, and I had a couple that shot like little teeny missiles, and I'd always fly them over my mom, and I'd shoot the missiles at her.
Hold on, I got this.
Yeah, basically, I had the tiny ones, and I'd fly it everywhere in the house, and then I'd shoot the little teeny missiles at my mom, and she'd throw them back at me. It's just like a gentle pew pew, and then you'd have to pick them right back up again. I flew a lot of those, and I had like miniature race car things and bicycles and stuff like that.
Lord,
And I'd always make tents and stuff and play with my littlest pet shops because I had like hundreds of them. I never Legos.
Oh, I loved Legos.
Oh my god! Before my dad threw mine away,
stacking them.
Oh god! Before my dad threw them away, I used to build so many different things like houses.
Actually, what you want to talk about stacking Matchbox cars? Just line them up, make a huge car train.
Hey, does anyone remember lawn darts?
Ah, shit! Is that too bad? I'll switch.
What you playing in the background?
Push to talk. Can you hear me?
What are you playing?
Smash Brothers.
Oh, so you're gonna smash all the way on here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, does anyone remember lawn darts? Lawn darts.
That was before my time.
Before my time too.
Yeah. Too dangerous.
Remy.
You better be playing Daisy, or I'll be disappointed in you.
I haven't unlocked her yet.
You have to unlock her. What the heck is this?
Well, you start out with the original 12. The original 8 from the N64 game. So you gotta unlock everyone else.
Okay.
So, hey Remy, do you know what lawn darts are?
No.
Those things killed people.
Oh.
Like people can just
Kids
are like throwing them at each other, and then it just impaled right through them.
Fun.
Don't do that.
But again, people back during the old times made a bunch of dangerous toys.
I mean, I used to have a rubber band and make paper.
Medical care at the time was prescription cigarettes.
I mean,
I used to make paper wasps. Like, I would have like a little paper thing and I'd launch it with a rubber band and that shit would leave bruises. And then the other thing was I did fly a helicopter into someone's shin, so I mean, I was kind of passive-aggressive.
Damn, Remy, damn.
I almost punched a kid in the face when I was
aggressive.
A little kid.
I mean, that's one aggressive vampire.
My life, sent myself to juvie. Nah.
Oh dear.
There's like a multiverse where my whole life is just ruined because I punched a kid in the face when I was young.
Oh, yeah. Did you know there was a toy kit called the Atomic Kit that had real uranium and let kids experiment with it?
Oh yeah, that's the basis for the Blast Radius board game from Fallout.
Like, it's like they were sitting in the office.
There was like a real Nuka-Cola too, wasn't there? They put radioactivity in for flavor.
Oh, let me look that up. And so it's like I imagine them sitting in the office. So I think like, okay, what's the next big thing we can release to the youth? I know, let's release radioactive material that can kill people. But hey, I think these kids can handle it.
Yeah, it reminds me of the movie Confederate States of America, where like there's just these commercials for like products, like these insanely racist products that couldn't have actually existed, but at the end of the movie, there's like, oh, this actually did exist at one point.
Oh dear.
Nuka-Cola. But
nuclear powered cars.
I mean, you can't trust the kids today with the Atomic Kits. You know, them eating like the fucking Tide Pods and shit. Next thing you know, it's the uranium challenge.
Fun.
Like, even at like Walgreens over at Union Station, they have the Tide Pods and everything locked up because kids.
Locked?
Yeah, so you have to get an employee to unlock it, just get some goddamn laundry detergent.
One of my favorite vloggers now, he's this guy that posts like medical horror stories. He's like an actual medical doctor. He's called Chubby Emu. And like he uploaded just like this video of a kid telling the story of a kid who ate Tide Pods. And like it's his entire like throat, like his digestive tract was fried from the inside out, and like he went blind and shit. It's just so terrible. He goes into like graphic detail, like an autopsy
on Tide Pods.
Yeah, just this kid who ate a Tide Pod. So I consider that like the best anti-Tide Pod PSA ever.
True.
All right, reminder: let's not ever let these kids go into against Tokyo. Next thing you know, it's the spell card challenge.
Yeah, or the step on Yuka's flowers challenge.
I can easily see that.
Either that or try to break into the vampire's mansion challenge, which is gonna end up them getting blown up half to bits by Flandre.
I can imagine seeing them running like, oh my god, I'm sorry, it's a prank. It was just a prank. It was just a prank.
Yuka just tears your tears your asshole inside out, and just she impales you on a spiky vine, and then she just turns you into fertilizer.
It was just a prank.
Either that or just like shoving someone's spear up someone's ass. So
yeah.
Yeah, or trying to steal Reimu's only money challenge. No,
you don't ever fuck with the Shrine Maiden.
Well, she's literally beaten everybody up in Gensokyo, so...
Or the piss off Moko over her family falling challenge.
Or call the Ice Fairy stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid!
I don't know, it's just, there's a lot of things, like, if you want to get into Genso logic here, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. That's bad.
Or the show off in front of Parsi challenge.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Actually, that brings up an interesting topic back to Touhou. But like, what would it take to just survive in that place against Tokyo? Because
live in the human village.
Take the Harai elixir.
No.
I need that. Daleks need immortality.
No.
Sorry, Irene's never making that again.
Yeah, after getting banished from the moon.
Oh, I forgot something.
No, she got Kaguya banished from the moon. They allowed her to stay.
Oh,
I thought they were both. Never mind.
Man, your sisters are assholes.
That doesn't mean that they didn't try to give the death penalty to Kaguya and Irene.
Damn, your sisters are assholes.
Aren't Kaguya, Eren, and Moko both immortal?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Yuga Changi as well.
Oh.
I almost forgot. So when Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom was showing up, people thought that Toyohime and Yorihime would show up.
Nah.
Yeah, but even though it's been stated that they would never show up because they are way too powerful.
I can summon gods into my body and use their powers for a while.
I can just exterminate people. That's it. Look at me. Look at this Dalek here. That's the only thing I'm good at. Just one shot killing people.
Touhou is full of like insanely overpowered characters.
Characters, yeah.
How do you even go against something that can stop time? Except for by the spell card rules.
Dodge! I said dodge! Dodge!
And those rules only apply in spell card duels.
Just in
the thing is,
term.
like, in EOSD, you have someone who manipulates darkness, ice, you have a really powerful gatekeeper.
No.
You have a magician.
That gatekeeper, her powers is, the first thing I thought of when I saw her spell cards and her attacks is like, I was thinking about Fruity Pebbles. She's throwing out Fruity Pebbles.
True. No, she's a really good fighter. She's very strong. But then you have a time stopper, a fate manipulator, and someone could destroy something in one grasp of her hand. She destroyed the sun.
When you get to Imperishable Night, it's just like literally invincible. Like, how could you ever defeat that? By definition, invincible.
Well, Horai Elixir versus Immortality.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the only way to wear out like a Horizon is to get them to give up.
I'm sorry, I give up. Don't hurt me.
Yeah, basically, Moko and Kaguya had to like give up in order for Reimu to win, and then it's just like there's a lot of very, very overpowered characters. Who else is overpowered? Like, Reimu obviously is one, but...
Dude, she whooped everyone's ass, so that's obvious.
Miracle Mallet.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Oku?
What else is totally overpowered?
Oku.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nuke Bird.
Burb.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yeah, there's another one. Who is it? What's her face from LOLK? And then there was another one. Okina.
Katya,
Okina is overpowered too.
Lord Hag.
You have the old hag, you have a door hag.
Everyone's a hag.
With Yukari, you have like faster than light teleportation anywhere.
Then there's
That's
Yuyuko.
good. That's a decisive strategic advantage over somebody who has to take a more direct route from a less direct route from A to B.
The thing is, though, with Yukari's gap hag powers,
yeah,
she could literally get one on the inside of your body and then rip your organs out. Just saying. So she could kill you in an instant.
Just rip your heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's if Yukari is Maribel, then she actually started out as the less powerful of the
Oh
two.
yeah, I've heard about that theory.
Club. Yeah.
What about Yuyuko?
Yeah, she can one-hit kill anything that didn't drink the Harai elixir.
Also, Yuyuko is like dead alive.
Yeah.
Well, she's a ghost, and when she tried to resurrect whoever was underneath the tree, she was like, "Wait, that's me!" Oh, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overpowered characters. Like, when I first introduced Flandre into other people's lives, like my friends and stuff, they're like, "What the crap is this overpowered bullshit?" And I'm just like, "Welcome to Touhou."
Welcome to Touhou. We got fun and games.
And death.
Okay, pretty much, in order to pretty much survive, one, like you said, you probably need to stay in the human village. And then two, just don't piss anyone off.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Basically,
don't piss anyone off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm wondering...
Especially not Yuka.
So, I'm just always wondering, is like, do they act, like, for example, like, we know some of the yokai eat people.
Yeah.
But then
that's how they stay alive. That's how they gain their magical.
Yep.
That's how they stay invigorated.
But I wonder if some of them are at least chill. Well, yeah, some of them are at least.
I mean, Romelia likes to play with her food, but she's a light appetite, so...
So yeah, like, I'm just...
Yeah, but what about you, Yuko?
She just doesn't care.
Heavy set. Oh my god.
Yuko doesn't give two craps. She'll just eat whatever.
Yeah, she eat the sun, you know?
Oh, someone in our server would be so pissed if they found Heavy set. Heavy set.
Well, Flandre's already destroyed the sun and a meteor. Then Yuyuko would eat the sun. Oku would use the sun. Reimu's probably like, I'm tired of this.
If Flandre already destroyed the sun, like,
they had
still
to
show up in Gensokyo, because Gensokyo is a land of things lost. Like, even if the earth is dying because there's no sun, will it still show up in Gensokyo because it's lost?
Yeah.
But Flan destroyed the real sun.
Well, the thing is, like, I think Reimu and Yukari had to bring it back somehow, or like...
I see.
Yeah.
There was some loophole way that they brought it back, and then Romelia had to, like, punish Flandre.
What, is this canon?
I read it somewhere in the wikis, I think. I don't know. I was looking shit up. And I was just like, wow, talk about OP. She's just like, hey, the sun's bad. I'm gonna fucking destroy it, and then she destroyed it.
That's like one of the rare exceptions to show don't tell. It's like too awesome to show on screen, but just mention it. Oh, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. Just believe us. It's not fake news. It really happened. Yeah. It really, really happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
You couldn't make something like that up. It's just no one would believe you if you made that up, you know?
Yeah.
It had to have happened.
So yeah, I'm just like under the impression that maybe some of the yokai are like chill, and then sometimes they just say that to scare people. Or if you actually get like to know them, like sure they might be cool people. Just don't piss them off. That's it. Just don't piss anyone off against Tokyo.
Yeah.
Because you're already human.
Merely human.
Either that or just live in the village with Kozuzu.
Or wait a minute, couldn't someone train to become like a yokai magician or something like Alice?
Humans cannot become yokai. That's against the rules. Reimu will exterminate you. Just ask the fortune teller.
Exterminate! Exterminate! Exterminate!
That would disrupt the balance.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, humans and yokai have like this special thing going on that if they break the rules, Reimu will not hesitate to enforce it. And when I think this is in Forbidden Scrollery, I have the books to know this. I think Kozusu was messing with one of the Forbidden Scrolls, and I think someone was trying to turn her into a yokai or something. And then Reimu's like, okay, time to put an end to this bullshit.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was Yukari or Mamizo. I don't know. I have to reread the thing again.
Like I remember hearing something about Alice, like something about training or something. Like, what did she do?
What?
Alice Margaret, what did she do?
She's a puppeteer.
I know, but I remember a long time ago. I don't know if it's been retconned or something. I don't know. But it was something about her training and not become some like yokai magician or something. This is like a while back.
It's vaguely familiar, but I can't remember.
But yeah, it's simple. Don't piss anyone off. Don't try to break any rules, or else you're gonna have a strawman and beating your fucking ass.
True.
And the last thing you ever want is to get beat up by a strawman.
True.
Especially one that's short on donations.
I don't know why I like Sonai over on Rainbow. I have no idea why.
Is
this where you'd plug your Patreon if you had one?
Wait, say that again?
Is this where you'd plug your Patreon if you had one?
Oh my god, we talking about E-Dots or something?
Nah.
I wanted to cosplay Reimu, but I just had too many other ones to do.
I see. I know a guy that cosplayed Reimu at Awa. Nice guy.
Oh yeah, don't forget. This is also weird. Also dealing with Reimu, the same Shrineman who got her shrine destroyed a few times.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tenshi. And Tenshi learned out the hard way.
Yeah, Tenko. He's a bitch.
Not just a bitch.
Yeah.
But then she got her ass beat.
Get your ass whooped.
Okay, we can just basically confirm that Reimu is the queen of ass whoopings.
Yep.
Well, that's her main thing anyway, so.
Yeah, you've heard of fantasy nature?
I do everything for all these people, and yet I don't get any donations.
True.
Tokyo is a bit of a backwater. I mean,
it's a hard knock
what's
life.
there to? I mean, it's deliberately forgotten, underdeveloped. The world left it behind.
The lost world.
Yeah.
And does not have dinosaurs in it.
What? Is that the Jurassic Park song?
Yes, I have a kazoo like in my hands. I have a kazoo in my hand.
Nice. Yeah, I'm playing Smash Brothers now. Apparently, Toon Link's theme in classic mode is 4 swords, so you get like NPC, CPU allies with you. It makes the
Nice.
game wicked easy.
So next thing on the list, speaking of traveling to places like Gensokyo, like does anyone got any like travel stories?
Uh,
Like,
um,
just regular. Like, where have we been?
Like where have you been, or have there been any like funny moments while you're on a trip or something?
I've been okay. So my entire travel history is I lived in California and I live in Arizona because I have family in both states. I've been to Wyoming. I've been to the Four Corners or the four state connections in Arizona and etc. I've been to Illinois. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to London.
Did anything
And
funny
that's
happen?
it.
Oh, while you're over there?
I don't really remember any funny stories.
Oh, I got one. So, I got quite a few stories about that trip I went on. So, back in 2012, are you guys aware of what the people student ambassadors were?
Mm-mm.
no, not really.
Yeah, it was this student travel program, like where you didn't go with your parents or anything, but you went your like delegation leaders. And so, depending
Oh,
on like which countries are on the list for that program, you go to those countries for like a certain amount of days. For me, I was
nice.
picked for the Europe trip that lasts about 3 weeks. So we went to Switzerland, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, France, and England.
Nice.
But one of the funny moments that I had while on the trip was back when we were in the Netherlands. So in the Netherlands, do you know how they have like some of those like windmills?
Yeah.
So okay, so over by those windmill areas, like there's this place where you can like rent a bike and like bike around the area. So we were all just biking, but there was this one person that was with us on the trip that didn't know how to ride a bike properly. So, but they still wanted to
Oh,
give it a try.
jeez.
They still want to give it a try. And
Yeah.
so they ended up trying, but ended up just driving themselves right into the canal,
Damn.
into the water.
Whoops.
I know a kid who died on a BMX. There was like a memorial page for him on Facebook.
No,
Good kid. I
no,
remember him in sixth. What?
but the person in my story didn't die. It was like one of those like one of those like side agricultural canals, like
Oh, looks like I'm fighting Bayonetta now. Challenger approaching.
So yeah, we had to get her out the water, and she was all wet and everything. But actually, I got if you're talking about fucked up things, then I might as well share you this story that happened on the trip. So this one was actually a pretty like dick move. So what happened was that we were like over in Germany at the hotels, and this was very ironic because before the trip they told us to always keep our waters closed and throw them out and just exchange it for like get some new water in them because of risk of water poisoning. But
Mm-hmm.
this was within our own kin. So it was in one of the rooms. So we were all given rooms for
Bayonetta joins the battle.
so we were all given rooms to like stay in. Each of us were like paired with like a different person. But this one pair, so I'm gonna call him Dickhead for this one. So Mr. Dickhead decides to while his roommate was out of the room going to talk to someone, he decided to crush up some sleeping pills and put it in his roommate's water.
Jeez.
And so he did that.
Prank, bruh.
He was what is it? No prank. It's all prank till someone dies.
Word.
And so Mr. Dickhead just crush some water up, crush some sleeping pills up, put in his roommate's water, mix them up, and make sure it all dissolved, and wait for his roommate to come back. Roommate comes back, drinks the water, and starts not feeling well, and became sick.
Jeez.
And then and then Mr. Dickhead decided to like say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I put sleeping pills in your drink." And then everyone, including the delegation leaders, found out about it.
Hmm.
But you know what was the surprising part? Mr. Dickhead didn't get sent back over to the United States. Because usually that's supposed to be the protocol. If you do shit like that, you're supposed to be sent back to the United States. But really, all that happened was he had to stay close to the delegation leaders the entire trip, and then he had to write an apology letter to his roommate and his parents and everything. Yeah. And then I got another one. Now this one isn't as bad, but it's more on stupidity. So we were on the ferry from like between France to like England overnight. And so I was bunked with four cabin mates. And well, actually no, there was four of us because it was including me. So one of the people that was there was the Mr. Dickhead who was there. I don't know why the delegation leaders even let him room with us, especially what happened last time. But so I was going to bed, and while I was in bed, like trying to sleep, I overheard them like talking about like getting some like one of them like got some like dryer sheets, and like they decided it was a good idea to like, hey, let's eat these dryer sheets so we can get high. And so throughout the night while I was sleeping, they were eating dryer sheets trying to get high.
Ah, jeez.
And guess what? Delegation leaders managed to find out because they were acting weird the next day. And I'm like, so I guess this was inevitable because eventually, if you thought Tide Pods was a thing, come back to me and we're gonna talk about dryer sheets.
Oh damn.
When caps lock is on and your whole shift on the first letter. That's one small new way. She got a small head.
Yeah. That's it. I'm feeling pretty tired right now. I think
Yep.
I'm gonna call it.
Yep, that's it. Yep, that's all for the
Podcast.
stream. That's all for the
Yeah.
podcast for today. Well, tonight. And also, before we end up the podcast, I got a little announcement. So for Dalek Podcast, I'm thinking of just doing it every Friday night because it not only it makes it more easier on me, but also makes it easier on you, the viewers, so you guys can know when to like catch it. And because Friday night, everyone wants to be off Friday night and do something else other than just work because fuck Mondays, fuck the week. It's all about them Fridays, man.
Yeah, and it's the same for VR chat for me. Friday. I don't think maybe I could come on every once in a while. But
Yeah,
like
once in a while.
Friday.
Like it's not gonna be like you're not gonna be like on like every single time because I'm done different and like varies of guests.
I see.
That's what I'm doing. Like I do different guests on each podcast. Like sometimes it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
One or two of the people might be the same people, or it's gonna be different, or it's gonna be same person,
a podcast where
or it's gonna be completely different people.
We call them recurring characters.
And so And so, yeah, so expect the podcast to come on every Friday night. And as usual, the podcast after streaming on Twitch will be uploaded to YouTube.
Sounds good.
Yep. So, did you two enjoy the podcast?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if you ever want to come on here again, just hit me up and I can see which podcast day I can fit you guys in.
Sounds good, Dalek. See you, man.
All right. See you later. Thank you for joining the podcast.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Don't forget to leave your windows open for the vampires.
I always leave the windows open, especially because
Alright.
you're a friend of mine.
Well, thank you for your consideration, and I will catch you later.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining the podcast, and good night, everyone.
Good night.